who remember during COVID? Do you remember what it was like congregating during COVID? Right, we weren't congregating. We weren't congregating during COVID. And during that time, a lot of backdoor marriages happened. A lot of people left the body. A lot of people lost faith. And mostly it's because of idleness. People were by themselves. They was to themselves, right? Read, who reading? John? Read Sirach, was it 33:27?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 27. Send him to labor that he be not idle.
You hear that? Send him to labor that he be not idle. Right. Who can tell me what idleness is? Who knows what it means to be idle? Maybe we can look up the definition too. Any of you brothers? Any of you brothers right here? He might have yelled it out. It's okay. What does it mean to be idle, sir? Shalom. All right, to be not active. I like that. I like that. And as you can tell by the brother that just stood up, he's active. He's not a lard ass for you lard asses. As you can see, that brother right there is a brother of age. He got the salt and pepper going, but he's in great shape as well. So all praise to him for being an example. All praise to the Most High. So that's why he was the right person to answer that question, right? So to be idle is to not be active, all right? Do we have an actual definition for it too? Was they able to pull it up? Yeah, what did it say?
This is the definition of idle. Avoiding work.
Damn.
Lazy.
Wow, look at that. Avoiding work or lazy. What about the next one?
Without purpose or effect. Pointless.
Wait a minute. Without purpose or effect, point. All of these definitions are some good definitions, y'all. Look at the last one.
Spend time doing nothing.
You hear that? Spend time doing nothing. You're idle. You're idle. And read the scripture again.
Send him to labor that he be not idle.
Matter of fact, start at 24.
Verse 24. Fodder, a wand, and burdens are for the ass.
So you know how if any of you ever grew up in the South or in the country, if you had a stubborn ass, which is a donkey, if he was stubborn, what you do? I guess that's where the term tatted ass up come from. Is that where that come from? I don't know. Is that where that come from? I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe that's not. It sounds like, it kind of go together. You know, you want that. Then your mama said, okay, now I'm going to use that for you. Damn. Some of us still got trauma from that thing. We used to hit that thing. We feel that lash. You ever seen Head of State?
Yes, sir.
He said, I don't smoke because I'm worried about catching cancer. He said, I smoke because I think my daddy going to come through that door and knock me out. That's trauma, brother. But it's good trauma. Keep you in line. So a fodder and a wand, the burdens are for the ass. Go ahead.
And bread, correction, and work for a servant.
That's why on your job, they threaten you to take your job. They threaten to write you up, or they threaten to put more work on you, make you work hours that you don't want to work. It's a reason. It's a psychology behind it because they see you as being idle. Sometimes they do it because they're the devil. Don't get me wrong. But they see idleness in you. Oh, this one right here don't want to work. We paying him such amount of hour. Take his bread, meaning threaten to take his job, or shorten his lunch break. You already seen that. You go to the job and you had an hour lunch break last week and they say, oh yeah, starting in 2 weeks, y'all lunch break 15 minutes. You're like, 15 minutes? What am I supposed to do in 15 minutes? You see, or you get, instead of getting a 1 hour break, you get 4 15 minutes. What the hell? Right. So that's what you do with an evil servant, somebody that don't want to work. Go ahead.
If thou set thy servant to labor, thou shalt find rest.
You'll be able to rest. Go ahead.
But if thou let him go idle.
But if you let him do his thing with no structure, no order, no job description, whatever.
He shall seek liberty.
He's going to find time to do nothing. They're going to find time to lead a job site. Trust me, I know that. I was telling my wife the other day, I used to go to Smoothie King every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my body right. So I go to Smoothie King, give me a little smoothie. I will see my employees at the Starbucks, at the McDonald's, at the Chipotle. Am I right, John?
Yes, sir.
They don't know I see them. I'm in my car. They don't know I see them. Or I'm riding with John or somebody. And I'm just sitting there in the parking lot. bagged in like I always do, drinking my smoothie, trying to get my mind cleared. And then I see 2 employees, 2 female, walk right across. So I call their phone. You know, when they see you call, hey, how you doing, sir? Hey, I need you. I will mess with her. Hey, I need you over here in the such and such department real quick. We need a little help. We need 2 more people. I'm on my lunch break. Okay, I'll give you a break time. Don't worry about it. We'll pay you. Clock back in. I need you over here right now. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. High tips. I'm just messing with them. Just see what they do. Then I'll call them back. I wasn't no slave master, y'all. I'll call them back like, look, I seen you at Starbucks. Look, tell me when you need a leader site. Yes, sir, I'm so sorry. You know how they do the whole spiel. I'm so sorry how that. Do the same thing the next week. But it won't be at Starbucks. It'll be at Walmart. Same thing. So you can't get black folks. No, see, the Lord know black people. Read it again. This black people right here.
If thou set thy servant to labor, thou shalt find rest.
Go ahead.
But if thou let him go idle, he shall seek liberty.
You ever started a job or been on a job and they didn't really give you a schedule or you weren't really trained properly? So you just standing around. You don't know what to do. Ain't nobody told you what to do. They didn't give you no job description. They didn't, you don't have no daily schedule. You just come in, clock in, and you stand there waiting for instructions. Before you know it, an hour done went by, and you say, this place ain't about nothing. You might quit that job. You know what I'm saying? Or you might just go sit in the break room. And they be like, man, you sit in the break room on your second day. Like, they ain't give me nothing to do. So you're supposed to give servants something to do. That's why we have offices in the body, y'all. That's why we have different offices, social media, which we need more help with social media because we at war on social media right now if y'all don't see that. We need help with social media. We need help with the kitchen. We need help on security. We growing. We a big congregation, y'all. We are getting bigger and bigger. More and more faces coming in every single day. And when that building open in Fayetteville, I'm telling you what's going to happen. The Lord going to open up the floodgates. Some of y'all hadn't seen the building in person, but Lord's will, we're going to open it up for y'all in a couple weeks where y'all can at least come in and see what's going on. Right now, it's too much construction stuff in the way. God forbid somebody fall and get hurt. You understand? But that's why we have things in the body for you to do, to put your hand to the plow. Take advantage of that. Don't be just sitting idle because Satan coming for you when you do. Go ahead.
A yoke and a collar do bow the neck.
Yep.
So are tortures and torments for an evil spirit.
Watch the evil servant.
Evil servant.
Watch verse 27 though.
Send him to labor that he be not idle. For idleness teaches much evil.
Wait a minute. Idleness teacheth much evil. I got a question. Who can tell me an evil spirit or something evil that comes when you don't have nothing to do? Or when you're not active in this truth? Who is? Brother, I want a brother. Who can give me an example? Right here. Shalom. That's the number one for brothers, huh? Start watching porn. Okay, give me something else. That's good. What you got? Murmuring. Ooh. Damn. Somebody said, oh. Is this class about me? It may be, it may not be. I told you I didn't have no topic, didn't I? So you know it's the spirit then. It's the spirit. That's it. So murmuring. When you're idle, you will murmur. Because you're not active. When you active, you ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to murmur. I got too much to do. I'm going to tell you that right now. From the time I get up to the time I go to bed, I'm busy. That's my life. But I don't have time to sit on the phone with Issachar to talk bad about you. I ain't got time. Ask brother when they call me. Hey, Shalom, what's going on? I know they feel like, damn, Captain one time. It's not that. I just so happen to be doing 3 or 4 things right now. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything good. I just want to holler at you. Oh, okay, we can shoot the SH. Let me put my headphones on, though, so I can do what I'm doing while I'm talking to you. That's how busy we are. Y'all understand? So, but when you're not busy in this truth, when you're not fervent, when you're not constantly putting your hand to the plow, you become idle. Yeah, let me show you something. 1 Timothy 5, and I want to say 13, is it? About the woman. Let me show you something women do. 1 Timothy chapter 5, and men do this too, but they shouldn't be doing it if they are. 1 Timothy 5, read 13. Yep. No, start at 11.
Yes, sir. The book of 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 11. But the younger widows refuse, for when they have begun to wax wanton against Christ, they will marry.
They will marry. So that's talking about young women that in this instance is talking about widows, sisters whose Lord passed away. The church would take care of the widows as long as they were, was it 60 and above? 60. 60 and above, they would take care of the widows. If they were 59 and below, Paul's instruction was not to take care of them because they'll wax wanton, meaning they will want sex. They will want a husband. They will want a man. And here it is, you taking care of her, the church taking care of her, paying her bills, then she go get married. That's her husband's responsibility. So the Bible says while she's in that age where she still wants to be married, wax wanton, wants sex, don't take care of her. That's what verse 11 is talking about. So it says the younger widows refuse, for when they begun to wax wanton against Christ, they're going to marry. Go ahead.
Having damnation because they have cast off their first faith.
Verse 13.
And withal they learn to be idle.
See that? And withal they learn to be idle. Go ahead.
Wandering about from house to house.
You hear that? What? So you ever see, I know you know this back in the day, maybe not as much today because we got social media and FaceTime and all that. But back in the day, to get your good gossip, you had to go over cousin house. Am I right about that?
Yes, sir.
You had to go over your sister's house, a cousin house. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they playing spades over there, such and such. Right. You understand? You go over there and you'll get the whole round of tea. What's a tea? Gossip. Everything you want. You understand? So they'll go from house to house. Tell your business to him and tell his business to you and tell your business to him. It's going to house, spreading rumors, causing confusion. Go ahead.
And not only idle.
And not only idle.
But tattlers also.
Go ahead.
And busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
Telling other people's business. Right. In other people's business. Talking about what other people got going on. Involved in stuff they have no business being involved in. Like, I'm glad you mentioned murmuring. Because that's a real spirit that come on you when you're idle. You can't be idle. You got to be active. You understand? You got to be active in this truth. You got to be putting your hand to the plow. Go back, Sirach. Yes, sir. And y'all, you know. Ecclesiastes 33:27 again?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Read it again.
Ecclesiastes 33, verse 27.
Go ahead.
Send him to labor that he be not idle.
So send him to labor that he be not idle. Go ahead.
For idleness teacheth much evil.
For idleness teacheth much evil. You learn evil from being idle. Go ahead.
Set him to work as is fit for him.
Read.
If he be not obedient, put on more heavy fetters.
Right.
But be not excessive toward any, and without discretion do nothing.
Right. So if you come to us and say, oh man, I got a lot of offices in the body, it seems like I'm doing so much. I don't have a lot of free time for myself, to take care of myself and take care of my household. We understand that. We got plenty of people in the body that can put their brick in. Okay. So we're not saying that you're supposed to hear this class or hear what we're going over. You just take on 5 or 6 offices just because you feel like you're idle. No, 1 or 2 offices is enough. There's plenty of work to be done in Israel. Plenty of work. Plenty of conference calls, plenty of things to do. But put your hand to the plow. Don't be sitting around all day on social media. Don't be sitting around all day talking to people that are not in this truth. Because I know some of you love your family. I just talked to my daddy last night for an hour and a half. And we were just talking about life. And I showed him some stuff in the Bible and stuff like that. We just had a good conversation. But the minute the conversation go left or start going about stuff in the world, hey, look, I got to go. You shouldn't spend your time talking to people in the world that don't mean you no good. You understand what I'm saying? Get, where we at, Sirach 33? Yes, sir. Go, what is it, know what's good for your life? 30, is it 37? That's it, 37? Sirach 37, maybe 27. Yep.
Yes, sir, 27. The book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 27. My son, prove thy soul in thy life.
What does it mean to prove your soul in your life? Who is here? Who is here? That sounds funny. Who here is over 30? Raise your hand. Okay, most people in here, majority of the people in here are over 30. You think you know yourself by now? Raise your hand. You think you know yourself? Only one hand went up. Damn. I'm not saying that through this walk in the truth, you don't, because we all discover, I'm learning stuff about myself as well. I'm not saying you're not continuing to evolve. But for the most part, do you know by 30 what's good for you and what's not good for you? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, there you go. So the Bible says, prove your soul in your life. The things that you've seen over your lifetime, you know who good to be around, who not good to be around. You know what kind of music provokes spirits in you, or what kind of shows, because you like that's the old me. That's how I used to be. I don't no longer want to go back to that. I remember how me and my wife was at that time. I remember our relationship at that time. I remember my relationship with my kids. I don't ever want to feel that feeling again. I'm not dealing with that. Right or wrong? Right. Okay, so that's what this scripture is saying. Read again.
My son, prove thy soul and thy life, and see what is evil for it.
And do what?
And give not that unto it.
And don't give to yourself what you see is not good for you. You know that. You know it's not good to be around murmurers, because that was your thing in the world. You gossiped. You enjoyed it. Right? There are millionaires, brothers and sisters, people that have made millions of dollars off gossip. What do I mean? What you think Jerry Springer show is? Because Jerry Springer, Maury, they made money off our infidelities, off our adulteries, off our promiscuity, off our pain, our trauma. This dude that I think Jerry Springer was the mayor of Cincinnati. He was a politician. He wasn't making no money. Y'all understand? Then he started the Jerry Springer show and exploit all the wickedness and evil in the black and brown community and became a millionaire. Right. I'm going to take you a step further. Them basketball wives and LA wives and all them wives that ain't wives, all of them, they done made plenty of money off gossip. The whole show, they gossip. You are getting a glimpse into the black man and black woman's life by watching those shows. And it's reality TV. It's meant to stir up certain and evoke certain spirits in you. They gossip so much, you start thinking it's real. You will go into a doggone Facebook group with none but other people that watch that same show and be gossiping about the gossip. No, I don't think, but such and such wrong. And you're looking like, you do realize that that's an act, right? That ain't real. Right. It's real, but it ain't. You understand what I'm saying? So you know that ain't good for you. Watch the next verse.
Verse 28.
Yep.
For all things are not profitable for all men. Neither hath every soul pleasure in everything.
I'm going to tell you kids something. You young kids, 17, 18, 16, whatever. If your mama and daddy say no, or your daddy and your mama say no about you watching certain things, being around certain people, it will behoove you to listen, because you may not see it right now because you're a child and you think you know better. But it's important because your father or mother knows your spirit. And what'll happen is, like Josiah may allow his daughter to watch certain things, but he know her spirit. My daughter, I know what kind of spirit she got on her. So I say, hey, look, all praise to the Most High. That's your house. It ain't seeing what you're doing. But I don't want my baby looking at that because I know her. I know my son. He can't spend a night at your house. I don't think that your household evil. I don't think that your son's is evil. But I know my son. He like to fight. He rambunctious. He jump off the ceiling fan and DDT, dude. You will be calling me saying you rushing your son to the hospital because I know that. Look, well, how you think Mattathias knew Judas Maccabee was a killer? Because when they was young, Judas was at the schoolhouse, knocking Negroes out. So he said, yeah, let him be y'all captain. Them right there. Simon, he level-headed. Let him be y'all counselor. He more level-headed. Because you know your kids. So the scriptures say, for all things are not profitable for all men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. Your parents know you. So they're giving you instruction of what they don't want you to do based off what you deal with. That's no offense to nobody else. That's not saying that another person is not handling their household right. I had a conversation with a leadership, and he was telling me that, one of his daughters, he can let her have a phone because she hadn't shown no signs of doing anything evil with it. Now, if she did do something evil with it, obviously it's going to be dealt with. Some parents, they say, I can't give my child a phone because they'll be in some debauchery. That's not for the child to say, well, you ain't treating me right. You're not being a good parent. That's some BS. Because you being fed, you being looked after, you protected, you got a house over your head, you in this truth. So you can't use that. I'm just saying, because I know how kids are. Kids like to see what other kids do and then like to try to throw it against their parents. Oh, well, Captain Get-A-Lie, don't bring my name up with your daddy. Don't get slapped. Right. Your face be, face be like that. The eyes be down here and the mouth be up here like Mr. Potato Head. Come in the Sabbath looking like Mr. or Mr. Potato Head and then say, Cap, he hit me. Bruh. First thing I'm going to say is, what you do? I brought up your name. You crazy as hell. For real, though. You know how your wife be, well, Bishop said. Okay, all right. You know, I love Bishop. Bishop is my father. You know what I'm saying? I listen to my father when he talking to me. He brought out a class. You found something in the class you wanted to do. Now you want to say, I'm going to use that against my husband later. I said, no. Right. Go on in there and do your thing. Huh? Look at that. Yeah. You come to the Sabbath looking like that. Right. Yo. Hey. If you come to the... You come to the Sabbath looking like that, I know your daddy done rearranged your grill. That's right. I remember my mama hit me with a shovel one time. Blah, blah. And my head was like that. Like that. Oh, man. Get to twitching like the Exorcist and stuff like that. Damn, mama done smacked the hell out of you. And it's rightfully so. Some kids need the hell smacked out of them. But the Bible tell you how to do it. I'm not condoning you smacking them in their face.
Hey, Cap.
Yeah.
Remember, Bishop Josiah did a class. I think he did 2 classes similar. One of the class titles was The Vantage Point of the Fathers. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. The Vantage Point. Yep. Just like the Most High has a vantage point, he says, hey, the nation of Israel, I need y'all to do this. We on earth talking about, well, I don't want to do that. We want to follow the nations. Meanwhile, we end up where we at now. You understand? Give me that Isaiah 55 real quick. Moses said, keep my laws. We looking at the nation saying, man, I like, they got a king over them. We should do that. Mm-hmm. They're celebrating Christmas. We should do that. No. Read this right here.
Verse 8?
Yes, I think. I ain't looking at it.
The book of Isaiah 55 and verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
Saith who?
Saith the Lord.
This is the vantage point of the Lord. Just like parents, we have a vantage point over our household, over our children. We said, no. You can't have a phone. You can't watch this. I don't want you doing that. Go ahead.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways.
Go ahead.
And my thoughts than your thoughts.
And my thoughts than your thoughts. So it's the same thing. It's going back to that point.
Yes, sir. Hey, damn, I just had it. Where was it? Okay. Give me Proverbs real quick. So that idleness will cause you. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, go to Wisdom of Solomon real quick. Cap was touching on murmur. Watch this right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. Start at 7.
Yes, sir. This is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Yep.
For the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice.
Say it again.
For the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world.
The Spirit of the Lord fills the world. Watch this.
And that which containeth all things hath knowledge of the voice.
That which containeth all things, which is the Spirit of the Lord, it says, hath knowledge of the voice. What voice? Keep reading.
Therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid.
So when you speak unrighteous things, when you're at home murmuring about leadership, about your Lord, go ahead.
Neither shall vengeance when it punisheth.
Read it again, verse 8.
Verse 8, therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid.
So you cannot hide. You think, oh, it's just me and her on the phone, just me and him on the phone. You're not being hid. Go ahead.
Neither shall vengeance, when it punisheth, pass by him.
Now, what happens behind murmuring? The Lord's vengeance. Read on. Because oftentimes we like, well, damn, why did such and such happen? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Yep. It could be vengeance. You murmuring at the house, and all of a sudden the Lord bring judgment, and you looking like you don't know why it happened because of what you were saying 2, 3, 4 months ago, but you're not being hid. Read on.
Verse 9, for inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly.
Inquisition shall be made. Go ahead.
And the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord.
Whoa. The sound of his words shall come where?
Unto the Lord.
How is that going to happen? Brothers, how is the sound of the voice of the word shall come to the Lord? How does that happen? Somebody, soldier. Okay. Somebody's going to tell it. Yeah. What scripture is that? You know it. We use it all the time. You know it. It starts with an L. Right. Right. That's an example. What else? It's going to say it. Let's read. Keep reading.
For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly, and the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord.
The sound of his voice shall come unto the Lord.
For the manifestation of his wicked deeds.
Watch this.
For the ear of jealousy heareth all things.
The ear of jealousy heareth all things.
And the noise of murmurings is not hid.
The noise of murmuring is not here. You sitting at home talking about, yeah, I ain't like what leadership said to me 3 months ago. He said such and such and such and such. Meanwhile, it was for your benefit because he has a vantage point that you can't see.
Right.
Now, 3 months later, you murmuring. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Therefore, beware of murmuring.
Therefore, wait, read 10 again. I didn't
Verse
get that.
10. For the ear of jealousy heareth all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hid.
Now, it's something else I wanted. That says the ear of jealousy. Give me that in Proverbs 15. Start at 1. I was thinking it said eyes there, but it says ears. But same difference. Watch this. Proverbs 15:1.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
Now, oftentimes we use this, tell the sisters, hey, listen, sis, soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Watch this.
The tongue of the wise uses knowledge aright,
So now, the tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright,
but the mouth of fools pour out foolishness.
but the mouth of fools pour out foolishness. What is that? That's murmuring, gossiping, backbiting, complaining. Read on.
The eyes of the Lord are in every place,
The eyes of the Lord are in every place.
beholding the evil and the good.
That's how that word is going to come up before the Lord. What are these eyes of the Lord that are in every single place? What is this talking about? The angels. You understand? Give me that in is it Matthew 18? Matthew 18, that one? It's going to say it there. A little different. Matthew 18. I'm going to show y'all. Somebody looking at me, they looking at me confused. Like, what are you talking about? The angels is everywhere. 10?
The book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 10. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you, that in heaven their angels
In heaven, their angels.
do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven.
So the angels are always reporting back to the Lord what's going on.
Right.
You understand? They're always reporting back. Even in Malachi 3:16, it says, they that fear the Lord spake often what? And a what? Book of what? Remembrance. Yes, these things are recorded down. You're not getting away with murmuring.
Right.
Go back to that in Wisdom of Solomon. I'm going to give it back to Cap. 1 and 10 again.
This is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 10.
Yep.
For the ear of jealousy heareth all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hid.
Go ahead.
Therefore, beware of murmuring,
Therefore, be mindful, beware of murmuring,
which is unprofitable.
which is what?
Unprofitable.
Which is unprofitable. It's no benefit at all for you sitting around murmuring. And you know why you're doing it again? Cap touched on it. Because you're idle. You're not doing anything. Read on.
And refrain your tongue from backbiting.
Uh-huh.
For there is no word so secret that shall go for naught.
It's not going to go for naught.
And the mouth that belieth slayeth the soul.
Slayeth the soul. Read the next verse.
Verse 12. Seek not death in the era of your life,
The Bible says, do not seek death in the era of your life. What's that era? Murmuring, backbiting, complaining. Read.
and pour not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
Yeah, man. So be mindful. Go ahead.
Hey, so I'm about to send y'all this clip real quick. I put it in the Escaping Plantation little group, the water. I don't know if you can see it, or maybe I don't know who's in that group. Y'all, everybody in that group? You in that group? That thing that I just sent you real quick. I want you to see this. There's this brother. He's not a brother. There's this guy on Game of Thrones called Littlefinger. Whoever seen Game of Thrones? You seen it before? There's a guy on the show called Littlefinger, and I'm gonna show you how he move. He's not a king. He's not a ruler. He just befriends people and gets their secrets. He learned other people's secrets. And when he learned their secrets, that's how he controlled them later. So you never know who you talking to. Go ahead, what you about to say?
He's called the master of whisperers.
Master, what did it say?
The master of whispers.
Master of whisperers. Don't the scripture say that? Yeah, read that. Sirach 28:13.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter, you said 28:13?
Yep.
The book of Sirach, chapter 28 and verse 13.
Yep.
Curse the whisperer and double tongue, for such have destroyed many that were at peace.
Such have destroyed many that were at peace. They getting all the gossip, all the gumbo, and they gonna take it back. Y'all pulling out scriptures, pull them. The hell? Grab a bike, brother.
21:28.
They give me the precept. Y'all pull it.
The book of Sirach, chapter 21 and verse 28.
What?
A whisperer defileth his own soul,
You defile your own soul. Watch this.
and is hated
How they feel about him?
and is hated
They hate that man. Read.
wheresoever he dwelleth.
Wherever you find a whisperer, he's the most hated person there. He just has that leverage over everybody.
And to add to that, the reason he's hated is because people start figuring you out. People start saying, there's no way you could know that. I only told that to one person. Then somebody else in another situation say, wait a minute. I only said that to that person. So this is two instances where you know something I said to that person, and he knows something that he said to that person. And now we started to put two and two together and said, it was that damn such and such that was there. Don't be that person. We gotta work on that spirit. If you battle a murmuring spirit, a gossiping spirit, just when you have that urge to gossip, like Deacon Laba would say, self, shut the hell up. Just don't say nothing. Why you ain't talking today? Because, damn, cuz out the spirit. Now they in the spirit. They fighting right now. You just don't know what they dealing with. Hey, where that little finger at? Pull it up real quick. Yeah, pull that joint up. Watch this. This is how he do.
One of two things will happen. Either the dead will defeat the living, in which case all our troubles come to an end, or life will win out. And what then? Don't fight in the north or the south. Fight every battle, everywhere, always, in your mind. Everyone is your enemy. Everyone is your friend. Every possible series of events is happening all at once. Live that way, and nothing will surprise you. Everything that happens will be something that you've seen before.
Now, that dude a demon. The advice he giving her is how he move. He's manipulating her to think how he think. Everybody your enemy, everybody your friend. I know this one got advantage over me. I know this one has advantage over him. I'm going to befriend him to get to him. And once I got a little dirt on him, I'm going to bring that dirt to him. Say, Issachar was about to try to overthrow you. And then once I got him out the way, I'm coming after you. That's how they do. You understand? That's why the Bible say, be not what? Double-minded. Go back, the double tongue. Sirach 28, 13.
The book of Sirach, chapter 28 and verse 13. Curse the whisperer and double-tongued, for such have destroyed many that were at peace.
Such have destroyed many that were at peace. You know what it means to be double-tongued? Your tongue go two ways. You ever seen somebody say, oh, I can't fool with such and such? They play both sides of the fence. You heard that before? Right. It's North Carolina South. I can't remember. It's a debate here. Okay, y'all say that. Okay. I'm just telling Sister Bailey we ain't going back home. This is home now. Don't do this to me. Y'all got to have some Southern in you. Right. Jesus. God. So anyway, so y'all do say that. Okay. Like two-faced, talk out of both sides of the neck. You play both sides. Okay, all right, I'll pray. Lord. I'll pray. But y'all know what all of those analogies or those wise sayings, those proverbs, you know what they all mean. They mean that person can't be trusted, right? So don't be that person, because to have somebody's trust, I'm talking about somebody really trust you, love you, care for you, they'll fight for you. They'll die for you because they know they can trust you. But when somebody think that they can trust you and you'll help them and you'll fight for them and you'll look out for them just to know that you're a backbiter, you're a murmurer. You understand? You speak evil of them. You take what their most precious moment or their most embarrassing moment that they're afraid to tell others, but they found it fit in you to tell you, and you take that information and use it against them. Some people like that don't come back from stuff like that. Right. They can, in their mind, who can they trust if they can't trust you? That's how highly esteemed they esteem you as a friend, as a spouse, parent, whatever. So don't destroy that trust. Don't listen to that, what that dude was saying, in some respects.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 22.
Yeah, watch this.
The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly.
When you find out that person told your business, your stomach drop. Because you like, they know, so everybody know this? What I told you that I didn't want nobody to know. Now you in fear like, well, who else knows? You know how many people done been killed off of stuff like that? You know, Facebook, I'm telling you, social media causes anxiety because people will take your pictures, the messages, deleted messages, DMs, your deepest, darkest secret that you thought nobody would know. People will take that and put that up for the world to see. And when you see it or when you catch wind of it, your stomach drop. Y'all understand? This is some emotional, psychological, traumatic stuff we're talking about right now that you can do to a person if you tell their business. And to that person that's telling everybody they business or telling that person their business, you better know you can trust them. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If somebody only been in the truth 2 years, I do not trust them with my business. Right. Nope. Hell, if they've been in the truth 5 or 6 years and I ain't never been around them, I don't trust them. I don't care if I was seeing these brothers on classes for years. North Carolina brothers. I used to see them in Atlanta all the time. I never thought I'd be here. But even when I got here, even though I know these men, I know their works, I still didn't know these men. We had to go through some things together. There were certain things I didn't tell them. I did invite everybody to my house at the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? I had to know I could trust them. And there's still certain things that I may not say to certain people. Cap may not say to certain people. Officer may not say to certain people. That's okay. Tell everybody your business, everything you got going on. Here it is. You got 20 acres of land. Don't tell everybody that. You crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody don't need to know that. Right. I got 20 acres. Shoot, it's over at such and such. If you go there, take 25. What they got the GPS? Look, here go the coordinates. I got some food, drinks, water. Man, I got guns down there, everything, man. Just have your way whenever you need. What? 2 years later, something happened, they offended, they out the truth, but they know where you hide your stuff. Now you got to go to your land, dig your stuff up, take it somewhere else, or you got to have over your shoulder, like, man, when persecution arises, we're going to be on this compound, and they know where it's at, and they ain't in the truth no more. Bruh. That's showing your level of discernment is not where it should be. We all have to learn to have discernment in this truth. And the longer you're in the truth, the more you endure, the more things you go through, the more your discernment is going to increase. Right? Read again.
The words of a talebearer are as wounds.
Go ahead.
And they go down into the innermost parts of the belly.
Go ahead.
Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a potsherd covered with silver dross.
I was listening to the song. We was coming back from Atlanta, I think, like 2, 3 in the morning. 2, 3 in the morning. For some reason, when I start getting sleepy, I got to listen to some old school. So I'm listening to some old school. Backstabber, smiling in your face. You know, when you're a kid, you don't really listen to the words. But when you become an adult and when you get older, you start really listening to what they were saying. You understand what I'm saying? Pull up the lyrics real quick. Pull up the lyrics. That thing heavy. I was like, damn. I'm listening to it. I said, run it back. I probably listened to that more about 10 times. After that, might be the first time in my life I listened to that song and actually was paying attention to what was being said. You know, but you know, late at night, sometimes when you meditate, that's when things come to you, right? Show the lyrics real quick. I know you got something else, Abraham. Show the lyrics real quick. Y'all got it?
You want to read them, Cap?
I want to see them on the screen. Zoom in. So it says, what they do, they smiling in your face at all the time. They want to take your place, the backstabbers. Go down. It said, all you fellas who have someone and you really care, yeah. Then it's all of you fellas who better beware, yeah. Somebody's out to get your lady. A few of your buddies, they sure look shady. The blades are long, clutched tight in their fists. What I say? Aiming straight at your back, and I don't think they'll miss. You see that right there? Bruh. Read verse 22 again in Proverbs.
Verse 22.
Listen.
The words of a talebearer are as wounds.
As what?
Are as wounds.
That's what we read. Well, so what? Because what a knife do? A knife wounds you. A knife wounds you. That's why a lot of y'all be, will you be my counselor of 1,000? No! Don't ask me that. I just met you. Yeah, you know, I love your spirit, such and such. You know, when a brother comes start saying stuff like that, I get to yawning. What y'all got going on? Hey, my bad. What y'all got going on over there? I changed the subject real quick. We don't know each other, bro. How can somebody be your counselor of 1,000 and they don't know you? To give it, go ahead, Cap.
Oftentimes, now we know Cap is a wise man, but oftentimes y'all do things like that because y'all know it's going to be one-sided counsel.
There you go.
Spirits don't know you. Y'all reach out to people in another state, I want y'all to be my counselor. They don't know you. We giving you counsel, again, we're giving you counsel here because we have a vantage point. You want to say, let me go talk to such and such in this state because they don't know what's going on here. It's a form of manipulation. Yeah.
I don't answer the phone. I see random brother from Iowa calling. I'm not over Iowa. I've never spoken to you. And the first time you reach out to me, you say, Shalom, Cap, I need some counsel. What? You got officers over you, captains over you. That's disrespectful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take your message and forward it to them and say, hey, look, call this brother. Because I don't know that brother. I don't know what he's going through. I don't know his family. I've never even seen him before. How could I give him proper counsel? It's going to be one-sided, just like some of the emails we get from the podcast. Some of us, they be in other camps. It'd be Israelites in other camps. I know I ain't with IUIC, but I need some counsel. And whoa. What y'all teach over there? Don't y'all teach that sex is marriage? No counsel. So you got a problem with everything about us, but you want our marriage counsel? I hate them niggas in purple and gold. Hey, but what do you do if my wife do this? Watch a class. It brought out in class. Go talk to your elders. Disrespectful as hell. Right. Don't do that. That's not right. You know, so that's what Cap said. You'll jump over your leadership and go and try to get counsel from leadership that you know don't know you. That's a deceitful spirit. And that shows you don't trust in the men that's over you. Reading it.
Yes, sir. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly.
Make you sick. Go ahead.
Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a potsherd covered with silver dross.
Go ahead.
He that hateth dissembleth with his lips.
He that hateth dissembleth with his lips. Go ahead.
And layeth up deceit within him.
Now, dissemble means when you dissemble something, what are you doing? You taking it apart. So me and you friends, somebody come and try to break us apart. Me and you got a good relationship. We ain't never had no problems. Well, if we did, we handled it between us, like men. Y'all hear that, sisters? Handling it between us. Because women don't do that. Brothers, we don't gossip about each other because it's going to come out because somebody going to tell on your ass. Right. Sisters will sit there, ooh, you know all that. I'm telling you, don't do it. But men, and I hope these sisters not doing that, but brothers, oftentimes, you know, well, you have to be careful because, you know, if I say it to him, he going to tell. If I said to him, he going to tell. So now I'm limited in who I can say something to. It's best that I just let that go or go straight to that man and deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? Just deal with it. Just get past it, fix it. Because I want to prosper. You understand? But this person wants to dissemble with their lips. They use their words to try to destroy relationships, destroy you, Hell, your mama probably did that with you and your husband.
What?
Well, go ahead.
Verse 20.
Oh, you had something. Go ahead. One of y'all, no, Abraham had something. I think you had something after him. Go ahead. Go ahead, Abraham.
Test. Yeah. Real quick to go over all of the points that Cap just brought out. Sirach 27:16.
The book of Sirach, chapter 27 and verse 16.
So use all of what was just said and then hear this also. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
27:16.
Said Proverbs Sirach.
Sirach 27:16.
Yes, sir. The book of Sirach, chapter 27 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
Whoso discovereth secrets loseth his credit,
Right.
and shall never find friend to his mind.
Never find friend to mind. Gonna wind up losing everybody near him. Go ahead.
Love thy friend,
Love thy friend.
and be faithful unto him.
If you find a faithful friend, go ahead.
But if thou bewrayest his
But
secrets,
if you give away those secrets, you start to dissemble.
follow no more after him.
Let them go. Go ahead.
For as a man hath destroyed his enemy,
So just like someone would destroy their enemy
so hast thou lost the love of thy neighbor.
because you wind up dissembling. Go ahead.
As one that letteth a bird go out of his hand,
Read.
so hast thou let thy neighbor go,
Read.
and shall not get him again.
Read.
Follow after him no more, for he is too far off.
Uh-huh.
He is as a roe escaped out of the snare.
He said, follow no more after him because he's too far off. He's gone. Go ahead.
As for a wound, it may be bound up,
Read.
and after reviling, there may be reconcilement.
But what?
But he that bewrayeth secrets
He that dissembles.
is without hope.
That's all I wanted.
So that one you said about reviling, meaning me and you can get into an argument. We can even call each other names. But we'll get over it. We can fix that. But if you tell my secrets, or I tell your secrets, that right there, that's hard to come back from. That's what they're saying. Go ahead, Officer Car.
Can you jump to the 28 again and read verse 9?
The book of Sirach, chapter 28 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
A sinful man disquieteth friends.
So going back to what Captain was bringing out, when you talk junk about other people, you can cause a riffle between the other people that were already at peace, brothers that have a good relationship, because you're murmuring, right? Go ahead.
And maketh debate among them that be at peace.
See, so now that this brother has issues with this brother, but they don't really deal like that. It's your murmuring that caused all that BS. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to say something about somebody you don't even deal with. How you gonna murmur about leadership, about them being bad, and you don't even be around us?
Right.
You know, it don't make no sense, right? Now jump to the point that I wanted, 19.
Verse 19. Well is he that is defended from it.
So the whole chapter, when you're reading about whispers, backbiters, things of that nature. But God says, well is he that defended from it. So what defends you from people like that? Not being around them. Because in Sirach, it also says that who's going to pity a charmer that's bit by a serpent? Right. What do serpents usually have? They have venom, right? So you're around women or men, if you're men or you're women, that are snakes that are going to bite you. When you get bit, we look at them, their circle is full of murmurs.
Yes.
That's why they got bit. You know what I'm saying? So we look at that. That's why we try to warn you about your circles. We try to tell you, hey, bro, you around that brother don't even come to the Sabbath. Matter of fact, we tell you, look at the men around you and find out what kind of trees they are. Are they good trees or not good trees? So when you get bit because of murmuring, it's because of you, because of the circle you had.
Yeah, some of y'all call people friends and you don't even know that person. Y'all be at each other's house and all kind of stuff like that. And like I said, listen, the Bible tells us to gather ourselves together, but the Bible don't mean be stupid. That's what I'm telling you. You understand? Sirach 11:29, you know, one of my favorite scriptures.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 29. Bring not every man into thine house, for a deceitful man hath many trains.
Many trains, tricks, sins they bring into your house. And you know what? You know what's crazy? If a brother or sister has been in the body 8 years, 7 years, 9 years, and they inviting you over their house and you only been in the truth 1 year, that should make you say, why this person invite me over their house? But I noticed none of the other people that's been with them all these years come over their house. Think about that. If a person been in the truth 8, 9, 10 years, and none of the people that they came up with in the truth come to their house, you've been here 6 months to a year, maybe 2 years, and they invite you to their house. What is that saying? They manipulating you. Why else? That's just like me. We all 10-year-olds. We hanging out in the big boy spot area, where all the big boys at. Then I come to one of the little kids on the jungle gym and just start playing with the little kids. All the older kids over there, we would have been together a year. We in the same grade. We done came up together. But I find it fit to go over there and play with the little kids. Nowadays, you start looking at it like, that dude right there got spirits on him. Get his ass away from them little kids from over there. Right. That's how we say nowadays, because it's bad out here. Pedophilia is crazy. Molestation is crazy. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about spiritually. They never want to be around people that have been around them for years. You know why? Because the people that's been around them for years know they bull crap. Ain't gonna call them out on it. So they prey on the younger. They prey on the younger people in the congregation that don't know no better, that think you inviting them over or that think you talking to them because you really want to be their friend. But everybody that's in the same age bracket as you don't talk to them at all. Because they got enough discernment to see you as full of crap. Right. Read that again. Yes, sir. Come on.
Bring not every man into thine house, for the deceitful man hath many trains.
They're being deceitful. Go ahead.
Like as a partridge taken and kept in a cage, so is the heart of the proud. And like as a spy, watcheth he for thy fall.
Whoa. And like as a what?
A spy, watcheth he for thy fall.
He looking for you to fall. Some people have you come over the house and they pour a little liquor for you. Hey, you want something to drink? And you like, it's been a week. Hell yeah. What you got? I got this, I got that. What you want? They pouring up. You get to talking. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, work was crazy, man. Okay, yo, word. Pour a little bit more. Yeah, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, man. Leadership, man, I ain't gonna lie. They said such and such. Word? You want ice on that? You want a little ice on that? You good? You want ice? As you talking to him, now Satan done came on you. You so indulged in Satan that you don't realize they've been feeding you. You done drunk. You don't even drink that much. Usually 1 shot, 2 shots, I'm good. 1 little cup, I'm good. I done drunk 4 or 5 cups. The whole time while you drinking, they just passing you more. Yeah, man, no, don't even worry about it. Hey, babe, hey, get some. Hey, bring some such and such upstairs. Bring some ice and some stuff upstairs. Yeah, come on upstairs. The whole time they just working on you. You don't even catch it. I'm telling you, some people manipulate and play on your spirit like that. You got to be mindful of them. If they don't have works in this truth, if they're not always active in the body, if they constantly separating themselves, if the only time you see them is when you go to their house, you never see them in the congregation, what exactly are you doing? Where your discernment at? You understand? Go back to Proverbs 26 right quick. 25. Hey, pull up a picture of Wile E. Coyote and the Road Runner. I'll show you something. Read, yep.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 26 and verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believeth him not.
When he speak fair, believe him not. Why?
For there are 7 abominations in his heart.
Some people want to pull you away from leadership because them being around leadership make them feel uncomfortable because leadership see through their BS. Right. They want you to feel the same way. We all getting together. They say, no, don't go over there. Come to our house. Come to my crib. Okay. Family and Friends Day. Y'all somewhere out eating. We at Family and Friends Day. We got the whole congregation here, but y'all doing y'all own thing. Be mindful of those spirits. You got to see those things. You cannot be simple. Go ahead. Right.
Whose hatred is covered by deceit.
See that? They cover hatred by deceit.
His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation.
Because it's all going to come out. It always do. Here's the thing. I think I went over this Escape Plantation the other day. There's an old saying, there is no honor amongst thieves. What do I mean by that? Me and Issachar steal $100,000. Said we're going to split it 50-50. I'm holding the money. He called me. Hey, you got my 50 grand? What 50 grand? Remember, I helped you do such and such. We said we're going to steal the money. We got the money. You hold the money. Where my 50 grand? Man, I thought we said 1585. I'm the one that did most of the work. All you did was show up and be a lookout. You ain't getting 50. You getting 15. Now he mad. Now he gonna tell him, boo-doo-doo. Man, this nigga supposed to give me. I'm finna go. He say he got $100,000 over there. Yeah. What the hell we going over there trying to ask for 50, nigga? Get your guns. You got your cousin them. Let's go over there. Get him. Let them split what they going to split. And we take 50-50. Or we take whatever, 75. I take 25. You take your 50. They can get the other 20. Well, how much that is? 25. They take the rest. So now he done got a plot off of your wickedness that you did with me. Meanwhile, there's no honor amongst us. We stole it. I don't have to give it to you. What you gonna do? Now you got to come take it from me. Have we not seen that play out? Yes, sir. And that's just one story. That's a extreme, but that's what be happening. Go ahead.
What you gonna do? Call the cops and say we stole money and he won't give it?
Right.
Give me my money?
He won't give my 50 grand that we stole. No, we got to ride on him now. Then you got your crazy ass cousin that you know about that life. And you done told him, y'all got 100 grand over there? You ever seen Paid in Full? Remember Paid in Full? There's a clip with Cameron at the end. He said, you got 25 bricks in there? He's like, yeah, I just need you to sell it from. He said, yo, you got them from such and such? Pow, pow. Killed him and took it from him. He killed Money Making Mitch. Killed Money Making Mitch. No, it wasn't Mitch. It was Mitch. It was Mitch. What's his name? Mekhi Phifer, I think his name played it. Yeah. That's a good movie. But in that movie, it show you there is no honor among thieves. There's no honor among thieves. Give me Wile E. Coyote and the Road Runner. And then read verse 27 for me.
Verse 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein.
You hear that? Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. Go ahead.
And he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him.
You hear that? So remember, in this series, the Road Runner and Wile E. Coyote, he used to go and buy Acme products all the time, and they never worked. Right. His whole purpose was to catch the Road Runner. He would dig a pit. He would set up all kind of cannons. I'm talking about the whole story was him trying to catch the Road Runner, and he could never catch him. Right. Everything he set up to destroy the Road Runner destroyed him. Read it again.
Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein.
You hear that? Go ahead.
And he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him.
It'll return right back on him. He rolled a stone, hoping it'll fall on you, and it rolled back on him. There you go. Y'all quick over there. So be mindful who you let in your house. Be mindful who invites you to their house. And be mindful who you talking to. Don't be murmuring, brothers and sisters. Don't do it. Now, idleness. Proverbs, 26 and 12.
The book of Proverbs 26, verse 12.
This is what idleness starts to do.
Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There is more hope of a fool than of him.
Who can tell me what that means? Yes, sir. That's why I love Proverbs. Proverbs ain't nothing but psychology. You know that, right? The whole book of Proverbs, he dealing with the psychology of men and women, how they think. It's beautiful. Masterclass. So now he says, what? Read it again. So they say they don't know. Read it again.
Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There is more hope of a fool than of him.
What does that mean, John?
A man that's wise in his own mind, you can't tell him nothing. It's more hope for a fool because at least you may be able to persuade that fool.
Right.
But that man that's wise in his own conceit, you ain't going to tell him nothing.
Today we call them know-it-alls. You ever see somebody like that? Oh, you a know-it-all. You know everything. You know what I'm saying? You the smartest man in the room. If you the smartest man in the room, you in the wrong room. Why you think we travel so much? And it's not to say that we're smarter than y'all, but we leadership. So we can't sit in the congregation all the time because then you start thinking you know more than your leadership. No, as a young man in this truth, you need to travel so you can be around leaders. And if you are a young man in the body and got leadership, you should want to be around the leadership as much as possible. So that's why you see us, we'll drive 18, 19 hours. Damn, man, you driving all. Remember that time we drove all the way to Oklahoma for Tabernacles? 21-hour drive me and Cap and our families took. But it was so we can sit at the feet of the leadership. Because do I love to be around you men? Absolutely. Do we have a good time, go over scriptures, build together? Hell yeah. I'm happy we together today. But I need that fix. I got a fix that I need. I got to be around the leaders. I got to make sure I'm in the right spirit. They bringing out prophecies, things to look for. And then when I go, I bring it back to y'all. hey, look, brothers, this is what we need to be watching out for. Leadership was bringing this out. I didn't know this, but hey, bringing it to you. Job, you good at this type of stuff. Hey, I'm putting you over this. Leadership brought this out when I was with them. Hey, look into this for me. You understand what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't travel. Some of you travel, and you may not get into the leadership room the first time. That's okay. Go again. Somebody going to say, hey, man, every time that brother come to Atlanta, he be outside. Man, let that brother in the leadership room. Or your leadership here sees you being faithful, and they vouch for you. How many times you done text me to come in the room, Joe? Joe said, hey, they ain't let me upstairs, Cap. I said, hey, don't worry about it. I tell her, hey, go downstairs and get Officer Joe from North Carolina. Because he been around. I trust him. I know that he in the spirit. I know he want to be around. So I'm not vouching for nobody that don't even come up to the leadership table here. Hell no. I look out the door and see you looking like, Cap. Whew. Right. Real. I'm leaning back. Damn, Cap, you ain't see me outside? Yeah, I seen you. It's funny that I only see you when you're in Atlanta. I thought throwing shots. Bow. Let me just read it in.
See his dog.
That's a cold cut, ain't it? Damn, we live in the same school, but leadership only see you when we in New York. When you want to come upstairs. Gotta blow the dust off your name. Who is that? Oh, Officer such and such. Hey, shalom, brother. I didn't know you still had my number. Good to talk to you. What you need? Hey, we in New York too, and we want to come upstairs. Word? Hold on a second. Go ahead and listen to the can you hear us? You can hear? Okay. You can listen from wherever you at. For real. You don't even build with us at home. Why would we take you and let you build with our leaders? That ain't good discernment on our part. That's not good discernment. I got you sitting. I remember going on my first quest, and I remember it was surreal to me because we just chilling, and Bishop Nathaniel was sitting right here, like literally right next to me, but I was kind of behind, like an angle like this. And I remember Deacon IBL said he didn't know me like that. He knew of me, but he didn't know me like that. He said, hey, bro, hey, come sit right here. He grabbed me. He said, hey, come sit over here. And then he took my seat, which is right to do anyway. But they didn't know me like that. To be sitting this close to Bishop Nathaniel, I felt it. I didn't take no offense to it. I went out the spirit. I moved my little young behind over there, just like Deacon told me. Because I had respect. I understood, to sit amongst the mighty men, you got to remember the inner circle is an inner circle. Then there's a circle outside of that. Then there's a circle outside of that. If you want to be in the inner circle, you got to be around to get built up. That's how it goes. You don't just automatically I'm in the body. I got on purple shirt. I'm an officer. I'm in the circle. Now you got to build your name. And you build your name by being around. Get that Sirach 6:34? Right. But that brother that's never around, he become what? Hard-headed, hard-hearted, stubborn. Can't tell him nothing. Don't listen. Wise in his own eyes. Go ahead.
The book of Sirach 6 and verse 34. Stand in the multitude of the elders.
Go ahead.
And cleave unto him that is wise.
Go ahead.
Be willing to hear every godly discourse.
I want to hear everything they're going over. Go ahead.
And let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
If we talking about something heavy, we'll let you know, hey, fall back real quick, Jew. There's been time we had to send some of the 50s out. Not because we want to keep things from them in a respect, but this is some private. The person that wants to counsel with us only wanted to counsel with Captain myself, or maybe just with myself, or maybe just with Captain himself. And none of us have no problem with that, but we're going to leave somebody in here with him so there can't be nothing evil said. You know what I'm saying? But we may not all be sitting in there at the time. It is what it is. Last week in Atlanta, who was in Atlanta with me last week? Remember we was in the room and the brother said, I would want to talk to y'all privately. So Bishop Nathaniel sent two captains to go talk to him. He didn't want to bring it out in front of everybody. And that's okay. We understand that. He wanted a private conversation with those men. Maybe what he had to say was embarrassing to him. Maybe he didn't want no man that he don't know knowing that type of business. But he trusted those two captains and he took them with him. We understand that, right? But that's no offense to that if you are the one that's told that you got to step out for a minute. That's all right. We're going to bring you right back. Just step out for a minute. Let us handle this situation because this person don't feel comfortable with you being there. But don't take offense to that. But you're not going to be trusted to be in any council if you're not around. That's why the Bible say what?
Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
So you hear scriptures coming out, you see leadership gathered, you should be banging the door down. At the new school, we got a bigger leadership room. All praise to the Most High. Right now, last time we was in the cubby hole. Now, we got more space. Brothers going to be able to come and we're going to be able to build together. Lord's will. Lord's will. Go ahead.
And if thou seest a man of understanding,
You see men of wisdom,
get thee betimes unto him,
get close to him as close as you can, as close as you will be allowed. Go ahead.
and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
So that's a continuous thing. That's not one time I tried to get in the leadership room, they wouldn't let me in. I mean, I'm out the spirit, I'm in my feelings. You understand what I'm saying? No, keep trying, keep going, keep trying. That was it on that?
Yes, sir. That was the end of 36.
All right, give me, you read Proverbs 26 and 12, right?
20. Yes, sir.
Read Proverbs 14 and 12.
Yes, sir. The book of Proverbs.
This is what idleness do. We're talking about being idle, and that's what's happening right now. And the reason I'm going over this, y'all, is because right now we scattered from each other. We're not together every day. We're not together 3-4 times a week like we were when we had a school in Benson, where you was coming to different events at the school all week. So it's very easy to get hardened. It's very easy to start to think that you know more. It's very easy to stop seeking counsel. It's very easy to just disappear off Telegram for a couple of days, 5 days, 6 days, a month. You understand? Because you're idle. You're not with the body. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Read it again.
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
He think it's right. In his mind, he think he right. Go ahead.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
But he's being led to destruction. He or she is being led down a path of destruction. Go to chapter 16 of Proverbs, verse 18.
Proverbs 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall.
You hear that? Pride do what?
Goeth before destruction,
Uh-huh.
and an haughty spirit before a fall.
Go to chapter 18, verse 25.
Proverbs 18 and verse
No,
25.
nope, I'm sorry. It's Proverbs 15 and 25. Yep.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 25.
Watch this.
The Lord will destroy the house of the proud,
You hear that? The Lord will destroy the house of the proud. Go ahead.
but he will establish the border of the widow.
He will establish the border of the widow. Establish the border meaning he put protection around you, a hedge around you. And guess what that hedge is? It ain't no hypersonic force field or no iron dome. It's the leadership. Your leadership is that force field that's around, that hedge that's around you, unless you're married. But then remember, notice it says a widow. That's an unmarried woman. An unmarried woman that does not have a father in this truth, guess who her protection is? It's us. It's us. We look out for you. That's why when sisters get mad at leadership, them the same sisters that stay single or go back door. I'm just telling you. Because they get angry with their fathers. They don't like something we said in the class, or they thought we was directing something towards them. Them be the ones that end up being backdoor married. Get with a nigga. But see, your fathers ain't going to set you up with no nigga. Your father's going to look out for you. That's our job. So if we see something on you, it ain't hatred. We love you, sis. We love you, bro. We looking out for you. You think we want to see you burning? You think we want to push you into that world to go be with somebody that's in the world? Hell no.
Hell no.
But there's stuff you got to fix within you that we see. That's what we're trying to tell you. But a lot of y'all impatient and you hate leadership. Go ahead, Drew.
To that point, we went to D.C. Maybe about a month or so ago. I took my family with me, and one of the sisters ran into my rib after class. And then after, like the next day, we driving back home, and she mentioned the sister to me. I was like, yeah, I remember sister so-and-so. She asked me about proving like months ago. I said, I didn't forget about it, but the Lord has not presented any opportunity for me. Sometimes that's the case, sisters. Y'all may come to us and say, hey, I want the Lord. I'm interested. I'm burning this, that, and the third. We didn't forget. But it's something within you. You got to be patient. And also the Lord has not opened that door yet for us to present something to you. We didn't forget. You just got to be patient. We're looking out for y'all.
And if you communicate, you will know that. If you communicated, you will know. If you checked in, well, I ain't gonna say her name. There's a sister in the body here in Raleigh. She always checking in. She always checking in. Hey, Cap, just want to let y'all know this is how the proving process going. Hey, Cap, I talked to your rib. I gave her an update, but since I'm here and you standing here, can I give you a quick update on what's going on in my proving process? Absolutely, sis, what's going on? Because I want to know. You understand what I'm saying? What's going on? Make sure brothers ain't niggas out here. But a lot of y'all don't want that. You don't want it. So you just rather just sulk and murmur instead of coming to leadership and say, what do you see in me? Y'all understand? It's real quiet over there. What do you see in what do you see in me? Oh, but sis, I think you do this good, but I notice this about you. I notice when the sisters in the study circle, you're not around. I notice you only hang around certain spirits. I'll be mindful of those spirits. There's a few brothers in this congregation right here that I had to tell them, and they, whatever, for whatever reason, whatever. If you want to grow, you got to get away from knuckleheads. You know, a knucklehead, that's when you put your little hand and do like that because he always getting in trouble. Man, your ass always getting in trouble. That's a knucklehead, always getting in some BS, always murmuring, always gossiping, always gossiping. If you want to grow in the spirit, you got to leave those spirits behind until they fix themselves. Then if they fix themselves, they with you and the rest of the brothers. If they don't fix themselves, what you supposed to do with that? You got to move on. But when you wise in your own mind, Proverbs 16, 18 again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 18.
Listen.
Pride goeth before destruction.
Pride go before destruction. That pride. I know better than them. They don't even know me. They don't know what I've been through. Trust me, we know what you've been through. There ain't nothing that bro, what we heard the other day, I never thought I'd be dealing with something like that. We hear new stuff all the time, but trauma plagues us all. Why you think when the class come out, you feel it? But I wasn't there when you was 19 or 17 or 12. He wasn't there when you was a little girl, a little boy. But yet we know what you've been through. You know why? Because when the white man strategically put things in place to oppress our people, he did it so it would affect us all. Right. So you may have had two brothers and a sister. I might have had two sisters and no brothers. But we go through the same trauma. Right. I got the same feeling you got. Yeah, especially in the black community. When we go out there like we went out there today, and hey, everybody raise your hand if your daddy was in your life. Most of them people out there would be like, how is it that we know that? Because we understand, wisdom make us understand how our oppressors move and the things they do. So when we dealing with people, we know what they gone through. As we talking, they shedding tears. We talking to them. We've never met them. We showing the scripture, and just so happen what we end up talking about, they start bawling. Ah! He like, yo, you good, bro? What's wrong with you? No, man, when you brought up that alcoholism, man, I drink myself to sleep every night, man, because of things I've been through. It's like you knew me. It was like, well, we do know you because we was you. And we are you because we connected with you. Y'all understand? When we picked up this Bible and said we was going to teach this gospel, brothers, you know God gave us a power, don't you? We got the power to see in people's soul. When we talking to them, we can read them. Y'all realize that, right? Amen. Most High gave us that power. So now we talking to people. I'm hearing you, but I'm looking at how you move, how you talk, your mannerisms. Brother, let me ask you a question. How long you been off such and such? How you know how you should do that drug? I'm looking at your mannerisms. Look at you shaking, you moving in a certain way. You got anxiety. You going through withdrawals? Yeah, I'm going through withdrawals, man. It's crazy how you know that. Y'all understand? So God gave us a superpower to see into the souls of people, whether you believe that or not. That's what wisdom does. So when you think you lying to us, it don't work. You can't lie to us because we gonna know you lying. We just may not say it. It's like, you know she lying, right? Also, it's called lean over to me, Cap. Right. She lying, bro. I be like, I know, but let her keep on lying. Let's see what happens. Because everything don't need to be, exposed in that moment. Let the Lord reveal it. Read verse 25 in that same chapter.
Verse 25. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
You hear that? There is a way that seemeth right unto a man. In your mind, you think that this is the right thing. But the end thereof are the ways of death. Notice all these scriptures say the same thing. They talk about a man or a woman that is wise in their own mind. They don't want to accept the correction that the leadership is bringing forth. And those spirits will fall eventually. Sirach 32:17. Watch this.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 32 and verse 17.
Go ahead.
A sinful man will not be reproved,
So a sinful man won't be reproved.
but findeth an excuse according to his will.
What does that mean? He finds an excuse according to his will. Damn, Officer John, he reading there. Okay, I was like, he ain't the only one. What you got, Officer Simi? Damn. Ooh. It was a key word he used. I want to see who caught it. Justify. You know, in the court of law, you got to justify your innocence. You got to prove your innocence. But when God corrects you and you look to justify, you make yourself look worse. Read that again for me.
The book of Proverbs, the book of Sirach 32 and 17. A sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will.
He said, the scriptures say, a sinful man won't accept the correction. They're going to find an excuse to make them feel justified in their sins. You ever see somebody smoking cigarettes, brothers, when you're teaching? And you say, you need to start smoking cigarettes. And they say, well, we all got to die from something. You heard that before? Hey, you know, you don't need to be smoking that, man. You can die from that. Well, we all going to die from something. In that moment, they justifying the next puff. And they're telling themselves and you, I ain't going to stop doing this because I'm going to probably die. I could die from a car wreck tomorrow. I might as well go and give me a little fix. That's what they saying. That's a small example of what we're talking about right here. Go ahead.
A man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear.
Read.
Even when of himself he have done without counsel.
Right. The scripture says a man of counsel will be considerate. He going to think about, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do this. She going to say, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I might need to seek counsel. If that thought come across your mind, what's that telling you need to do? If something happens and you say, you know what, before I say this. Me and Cap was on the phone the other day, and I was his car. Remember that? We got a call. I was his car, called me and Cap. We talking about it. And I said, 3 seconds into the car, I said, wait. We got to go up the chain with this one. It's too heavy, right? He heard it. Go ahead.
And I was about to say, when I got the call, when I was listening to the matter, I said, I got to call my captain. So I was like, you got to hold on.
So that person called you, right. Then you call us, and then we called up. I don't want that on me, bro. One thing I will not do, and you can tell Cap this, I don't want no stain on my name for giving bad counsel without checking in. No. Because if something were to happen to one of y'all, and they say, who gave the counsel? Officer or captain such and such. So now it's like, are you that stupid? Because one thing about leadership, they're not going to be nice. Right. Not when a soul is on the line. Is you that stupid that you would say that to that brother or say that to that sister? If you didn't know, brother, why didn't you just shoot it up the chain? That's the question. If you didn't know, why didn't you just ask above you? It's not life or death and you had to make a decision. There's time. They got time. They're just asking counsel. But you let it go 4 or 5 months without saying something, and now this person's life is destroyed because of it. That's the type of power we hold. So I seek counsel because I don't want that stain on my name. I know he the same way. He the same way. We always seeking counsel. So learn from that example. Go ahead. Verse 19.
Do nothing without advice.
Don't do anything without advice.
And when thou hast once done, repent not.
And when you have once done, repent not. You messed up, learn from it, move on. Go ahead.
Go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall, and stumble not among the stones.
Right. It said, go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall. Your mind's you're supposed to be spiritual enough to say, if I go this way, I could fall. Go ahead.
Be not confident in a plain way, and beware of thine own children.
Damn. Gotta watch them kids. But guess what? That ain't just the kids. That's the new spirits in the congregation too. Right. Gotta watch them. They're children in the spirit. They're adults in the physical, but they're children in the spirit. So you have to deal with them as such, not disrespectfully, but to understand that their spirit can't handle certain things. They can't handle strong meat. So you don't give them strong meat. You give them the basics, the milk. Y'all understand that? So idleness will teach you everything we've been going over today. These are what you see these are the things that you see during the time when people are idle. They start to murmur and backbite, speak evil, get involved in evil, right? Hebrews 3:13.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 3 and verse 13. But exhort one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
How many of you do daily check-ins with the congregation on the chat? Be honest. So everybody ain't raising their hand because everybody don't do it. Every day you should be checking in on the chat. Not to check a box, to find out what's going on in the world of Israel. Because when you at work or when you in your day-to-day moving around, it's easy to get so locked into that because that's a part of you because you do it every day. It's repetition. Don't get disconnected from this truth, from this world, because it will destroy you, y'all. It'll destroy you. Before you know it, you won't feel no urge to come to the Sabbath again. You won't feel the urge to you won't feel the urge to come around. You won't feel that urge to stay at home on the new moons and on the feasts. You got to fight it. Read it again.
But exhort one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
Matter of fact, read verse 12.
Yes, sir. Verse 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you.
I'm sorry. Start at 30. No, excuse me. Start at verse 5.
Verse 5. The book of Hebrews 3 and verse 5.
Listen to this, y'all.
And Moses verily was faithful in all his house as a servant, for a testimony of those things which were to be spoken after.
Go ahead.
But Christ as a son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of hope firm unto the end.
So Moses was a servant. He was faithful in all God's house, was the 12 tribes. And he was faithful. But it wasn't his. But we are Christ's house. Y'all understand? So we will be able to remain amongst Christ's house if we remain fervent unto the end. If we remain fervent unto the end. That's what it means right here when it says, whose house are we if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm unto the end. Watch this, verse 7.
Wherefore, as the Holy Ghost saith, today if you will hear his voice.
Now he going back to the Old Testament. Go ahead.
Harden not your hearts as in the provocation, in the day of temptation in the wilderness. When your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my works 40 years.
Go ahead.
Wherefore I was grieved with that generation, and said, they do always err in their hearts, and they have not known my ways.
So a lot of times when we read Numbers, we read in history. Then we'll go to 1 Corinthians, and we'll show what took place in the wilderness. And we'll talk about, hey, you know, brothers and sisters, we want to go back into the wilderness, right? That's what we always use the scripture for. But guess what? We're in the wilderness right now. We ain't at home. I know some of y'all got them big mortgages. Big house, 2-story, 3-car garage on land. And all praise to the Most High. You earned that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. You earned that. You worked hard for what you got, and you deserve it, right? But this ain't our home. Right. This is not where we were sent to rest. You got to tell the women that, because they all want rest. Am I right? They all want rest. They don't want no struggle, no problem. AC go out. What's going on with the AC? It's the AC. Oh, my God, the AC ain't working. Get a stepping stool. Open the vent and see if the filter is dirty. Oh, yeah, this thing. Go down in the garage. That's a 14 by 14 by 20, right? Yes, that's what it is. Go down in the garage. I got about 5 of those downstairs. Grab one. Go back upstairs. Put that new filter in. Close it. The airwaves are open now. Give it about 20 minutes. The air conditioner will be working again, baby. I'm so happy I'm married. I got a husband. It's about to go. I'm talking about to go crazy. Remember we was in Grenada? Did they have air conditioning in that damn Airbnb we was in? There was no AC. We had to open the windows, open the doors, and let that air flow on through. See, that's how they get down in the Caribbean islands or in Africa. Babylon, we go crazy. Oh my God! Call the AC man. AC, first thing he do, if he just wants your money, he gonna show up. He gonna act like all this stuff wrong with the compressor and the Freon and all that crap. He gonna hit your ass for $2,000. If he old school, he gonna say, y'all did change your filters, right? I ain't trying to come all the way out there if y'all just need some filters. That's the old school that don't need the money no more. He ain't trying to chase the bag. The young dude that trying to meet a quota for his company, he gonna come out there and act like you need a whole new unit. Yeah, you see this coil right here? Let's feel that coil right there. You see it's warm shit. Like, man, you don't know nothing about the AC. You like, yeah. You call your husband, babe, we gonna have to replace the AC unit. He naive, he don't know nothing about no air conditioning unit. He like, all right, well, go on, get the money, go on, pay for it. Bruh. You come home, realize the old unit worked better than the new one. You ever had that happen before? Come on, man. So, we know we're going back into the wilderness. We know that some of us, we have a decent living, and that's great, but this ain't your home. Don't get hard in here. That's what the Apostle Paul is saying in the Spirit. Don't get hard in here like our forefathers did in the wilderness. Read that part again.
Verse 10, wherefore I was grieved with that generation.
So God was grieved with that generation?
And said, they do always err in their hearts.
Yep.
And they have not known my ways.
Go ahead, watch this.
So I swear in my wrath that they shall not enter into my rest.
Think about that. The Lord said they couldn't enter into the rest, the kingdom. Y'all ain't feeling what I'm saying. It wasn't just those spirits then. Those spirits are back on the earth today. Right. Because did they have rest when they got into the land? No, they was fighting Canaanites. They was fighting all the surrounding nations around them. We was at war all through David's time, all the way up into Solomon. We had about 40 years of a little peace. So you think that's the rest that God was talking about? And by that time, all the people he was talking to in the wilderness was dead anyway. So who is he talking about? Them spirits then are going to be the spirits in these last days. They're going to get hardened through the deceitfulness of sin and not enter into the real rest, because Christ then came and died now. So the next time he come, that's going to be the real rest. Read that again.
So I swear in my wrath.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. Wherefore I was grieved with that generation.
That generation is this generation now, y'all. Go ahead.
And said, they do always err in their hearts.
Go ahead.
And they have not known my ways.
Go ahead.
So I swear in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest.
Watch this.
Take heed, brethren.
What he say?
Take heed, brethren.
Now he talking to us. He said, take heed, brothers. Go ahead.
Lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief.
You hear that? An evil heart of unbelief. Go ahead.
In departing from the living God.
And you depart from this truth in these last days because you offended. You got corrected. You didn't like the counsel you received. You're impatient. Go ahead.
But exhort one another daily.
That's why we got to be in communication, because some of us feel like that some days when we down in the spirit. That's what communication does. Go ahead.
But exhort one another daily while it is called today.
Read.
Lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
Right, because sin is deceitful. It make you think you good when you ain't. Go ahead.
For we are made partakers of Christ, if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end.
Right, watch this. Go to 1 Corinthians 6 real quick. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you another spirit that'll jump on you if you idle, if you separate yourself. Because I suspect, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I suspect some of you that hate counsel, that separate yourself from leadership, that don't want guidance, I suspect some of you got some stuff going on. And it may not be big right now. You just may be entertaining it. I'm going to tell you right now, you better stop. I don't know what you're doing. Only you know, and the Lord, and your angel that's assigned to you, like Cap brought up. But you better stop it, because it's going to get so overwhelming. It's going to get so heavy that you're not going to be able to turn back. Go ahead. Read the scripture.
You want to start?
6:14.
Yes, sir.
15.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 14.
15.
Verse 15. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Christ? Shall I then take the members of Christ and make them the members of an harlot?
Read.
God forbid. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is one body? For two, saith he, shall be one flesh.
For two saith he shall be one flesh. This is what you do when you lay with somebody. Go ahead.
But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit.
You better stay joined to the Most High. Go ahead.
Flee fornication.
What it say?
Flee fornication.
Flee fornication. Go ahead.
Every sin that a man doeth is without the body.
Stop. What does that mean? Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. What you got on, Simeon? Outside, there you go. When you away from us, when you away from the body, that's when you start dabbling in sin. Right. Entertaining direct messages, liking videos and photos on social media that all of us can see. That's how Satan be on you so heavy. You'll be watching some evil and you'll like it. And the people that follow you can see that you liked it. Or you'll repost it. And the people that follow you can see, was like, wait a minute, what is that brother doing? You call him, hey, bro, you know, you just I remember one time, an elder, when I say elder, I mean an older man, not a leadership, but an older man had a social media account. He only used it to just keep up with what was going on in Israel. One day, he stumbled upon some evil. Two little young women doing some evil. So he don't know how to use the app. He reposted it. On TikTok, everybody can see what you repost. It stay on your page. You can slide it and it'll show you what they reposted. Yep. So me being his brother, I called him. I said, hey, bro. Hey, I know you older and you don't use social media. But you just put some evil up on social media. And I screenshotted him. He said, take it down, take it down. I said, press this, and that. He took it down. He said, man, thank you. He said, man, that's why, you know what? I'm off this app. He deleted it. You know, older man, it was an accident. It wasn't. But think about you all that are actually enticed by those things. Satan will be on you. You ever fell asleep with the phone in your hand? Bruh, one night, that's how I know I'm supposed to be asleep. I'm over there scrolling. You know how you be scrolling? You fall asleep and the phone in your hand. So one time that happened to me, and when I opened my eyes, I can see it was on the do you want to share? And I don't even know what it was. I had to pull the screen down to see what it was. Because no, I don't want to share that. But it can happen. I'm just telling you. So if Satan on you and you're not paying attention because you're so engulfed in your wickedness, that'll happen to you. That's why you got to be mindful. That's why you got to exhort one another daily. That's why you got to be in communication with the family. Reading in verse 18, listen.
Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body.
When you step outside the body and you say you're going to be to yourself, Satan is looking to devour you. Get that? What is it, Peter? 1 Peter? Mm-hmm. Give me a gazelle or something by itself and a wolf pack behind it. Something like that. Yep. Lion or some type of, some type of predator. Where you at, John?
Yes, sir. The book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse
8. Pull that up for me, y'all. Y'all got it.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
Seeking what?
Seeking whom he may devour.
Seeking whom he may devour. You got that picture? Or a picture? Some type of animal of prey. Hunting. Read again.
The book of 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Do you think, how many of you think, don't raise your hand, but I want you to think about it just to yourself. How many of you think your discernment is at the level where you can see Satan? Just think about it for a second. And if your answer is your discernment is not that good, that's why you need to be around the leadership. That's why you need to be fasting and praying. You're like, nah, man, my discernment ain't real good. It's hard for me to see certain things. Then okay, that's good that you admit that. I give you an example. I'll tell you straight up. My discernment ain't on the top level like my leaders. They see things I never thought. I'm like, damn, I ain't look at it like that. You understand? So don't think that you ever just to that level to where you just can discern everything. Sometimes that's why you need people around you. You see this right here, y'all? What do you see in this picture? Any brother, just volunteer. What do y'all see in that image?
Isolated and hunted down.
Huh?
He got isolated and hunted down.
Isolated. Isolated. What the hell is that, by the way?
A wildebeest.
Wildebeest. You see me? I don't know. I ain't know what that was for, man. I'm like, what kind of, is this right? Okay. So wildebeest by itself. You understand what I'm saying? Thinking that it's safe. Because that's what cheetahs and tigers, lions, these predators. A predator looks for you to be by yourself. So Satan does what? Read that again. What did it say about Satan?
Be sober, be vigilant.
Yep.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
He looking to see who he can devour. Seeking whom he may devour. So right now, as we in this room right now, Satan's scanning the room. Looking, see who really listening to the class. Like, because if you listen to the class, then you might see me. But if you mad right now, if you cut right now to the point to where you shut your ears off, you don't want to listen to what we saying, you say, oh, it's not me. Them are the ones he want to get. Every class you're supposed to look at it like, I can see myself in that. If you look at a class and say, well, that class definitely wasn't about me, then that's when Satan coming for you. Every class got to be like that. So when he's seeking whom he may devour, seeking means to what? Search. How he searching? And what is he searching for? Look at this. This is how predators hunt. Look. He by himself, he ain't paying attention. Ain't calling brothers and sisters. Dabbling in his in people's DMs. Listening to worldly family members. Has no idea what's about to happen. Until it happened. Oh, he done. He done. They got him. He done. Y'all understand? That's what happens. That's what happens. So I asked about how does Satan seek? Job 1, verse 9.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 9. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doeth Job fear God for naught?
No. Verse 7.
Verse 7. And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou?
Where you coming from?
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
Wait a minute. From going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it. So it's telling you how Satan searches. He's looking to see what you do. I'm gonna tell you how strong Satan is. Satan will take a traumatic event from your childhood and use it in an argument with you and your husband. You'll be on your husband, y'all be having a good time, going out to eat, everything will be good. And your husband will make a gesture or say something or make a joke that triggers something that happened to you when you was young. And you will blow up. Curse him out. Disrespect your Lord. Cause a rift. You understand? Vice versa. Satan to jump on him and he'll make a joke or make a suggestion or a gesture to disrespect you. You'll feel disrespected. Satan to use him in that regard. He don't know Satan using him. He think he just playing around. But it was something that happened to you in a childhood. And then it caused an argument. I'm speaking from experience. That stuff happened in marriage and family, all that. And you'll be saying, how we get here? How the hell we get to where we arguing? Cursing at each other. Domestic violence could have happened. I could have wrecked this damn car. Both of us did. Kids wondering what's going on. They get a call, mom and daddy both dead. They done had a car accident. You wonder, well, what happened? My daddy usually drive pretty well. What happened? They weren't drinking. Got into an argument. Ran out the road, hit a tree. All that type of stuff be going through my head. And I be having to pull myself back like, yo, what we arguing for? You know what? Let's shut this down. This is BS. You got to do it. That's when you get back in the spirit. But when you out in the spirit, you ain't trying to hear none of that in the moment. You like, hell no, she going to hear me. Hell no, he going to hear what I got to say. That's when Satan got you. He go to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
Read.
That there is none like him in the earth.
Read.
A perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil.
Go ahead.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doeth Job fear God for naught?
Listen how he talking to the Lord. He said, do he fear you for nothing? Go ahead.
Hast thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land.
Read, watch this.
But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face.
What is that script? When you read that, what is that telling you Satan knew about Job? Officer Noah. Okay. Give me more. You missed it. You missed it. He knew Job was comfortable. Okay. Give me something else. Awesome. Oh, you hear this? Y'all hear that, didn't it? Say it loud, officer. He knew Job cared about all of those things. He knew Job had a weak spot. But the Lord protected Job and prospered him. That's why he said, look, I'm telling you, he don't fear you for nothing. He fear you because what you've given him. Just remove that real quick. And let me touch his substance. Let me touch the thing that he has. He'll curse you to your face. You understand? Now watch this. I'm going to take you to another level with this. Read verse 12.
Verse 12. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord.
Now when you keep reading, it's a lot to read. We're not going to read it because I'm about to shut down in a minute. But when you keep reading, he took a lot from Job. His livelihood. The Sabians made war against him. His sons and his daughters were killed in their elder brother's house. Right? Then we get to verse 19.
Verse 19. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the four corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men, and they were dead.
Read.
And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
Watch this.
Then Job arose and rent his mantle, and shaved his head, and fell down upon the ground, and worshipped, and said,
Read.
Naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. In all this, Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly.
So when you read that, you say, damn, Job still held his integrity. Like, we applaud that. We pray that if something ever happened to us this traumatic, these type of events, that we can stand like Job. Right or wrong? Shoot, hell yeah. I need that type of faith. But what you missed is verse 4.
Verse 4. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day, and sent and called for their three sisters to eat and drink with them. And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and arose up early in the morning, and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned, and cursed God in their hearts. Thus did Job continually.
Now, if you curse God in your heart and commit idolatrous practices, what's supposed to happen to you? So what happened here? Huh? What happened right here? Go ahead, Austin. So he knew they was wrong. So when the Lord killed them kids, he said, damn, the Lord done took them away. Because he sacrificed for them earlier, and they went back and did it again. Remember when you just read, go back to where we were just at, verse 13.
Verse 13. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house.
They did it again after he sacrificed for them. So Job knew his kids wasn't right. That was his weak spot. That's why Satan said, oh, I see something. He loved them damn kids. Let me test them. You understand? But Job had enough integrity to say, I interceded for them once. The Lord decided fit to take them. That's why I say he didn't curse God. You notice he didn't curse God. He already knew them kids wasn't right. Y'all understand? So what I'm saying, Satan sees stuff in us. You got to read this Bible and look at yourself. Stop reading this Bible just to say, I read my 4 chapters. Oh, I read my 4 chapters. I read them every day. But what you learn? Did you see yourself in the scriptures? You understand? This Job is heavy. Go back and read Job. This stuff is heavy, I'm telling you. Now I want you to do something. Go to chapter 8 and verse 4. It's going to prove what I said about his kids. Job 8, start at 1.
The book of Job 8 and verse 1.
Watch this.
Then answered Bildad the Shuhite and said, how long wilt thou speak these things?
He's talking to Job. Go ahead.
And how long shall the words of thy mouth be like a strong wind?
Go ahead.
Doth God pervert judgment?
He asked the question. He said, is God wrong in what he do? Does he pervert judgment? Go ahead.
Or doth the Almighty pervert justice?
Does the Almighty pervert justice? Go ahead.
If thy children have sinned against
Wait, whoa, Bill, Dad. What you talking about? Y'all ain't never catch that? What is Bill? Why would he bring up the kids? He didn't bring up them servants that was in the field that died. He didn't bring up Job's business practices because Job didn't have a problem with none of that. Job had a problem when it came to them kids. He loved them kids. So when they did wickedness, he interceded for them. But the law say the father can't die for the children and the children can't die for the father. Job understood that. So when the Lord killed them, he said, damn, I tried. You understand? There's some heavy stuff we read right now. Go ahead.
If thy children have sinned against him, and he have cast them away for their transgression.
He said, if thy children have sinned against him, and he have cast them away for their transgression, go ahead.
If thou wouldest seek unto God betimes, and make thy supplication to the Almighty.
Go ahead.
If thou wert pure and upright, surely now he would awake for thee, and make the habitation of thy righteousness prosperous.
So what we're seeing is the Lord loved Job, and the Lord overlooked some of the things that Job had going on in his life. Because when you read about King David, what the Bible say about him? He's man after God's own heart. A man that committed adultery and had a man killed for his wife. And then lied about it and tried to get the man drunk. That's a man after God's own heart? Yes. Because when the Lord decides to forgive somebody, he don't give a damn about what me and you got to say. Shut the hell up. God forgive him. God forgive her. I can't say nothing. Hey, they did something, so the Lord forgave them. Now, there's a scripture in Chronicles that say that the Lord held, the only thing he accounted he cleared David of everything except what happened with Bathsheba.
The book of 1 Kings.
Watch this, y'all.
Chapter 15 and verse 5.
Let me see. I forgot what it was. Start at 3.
The book of 1 Kings 15 and verse 3.
Listen.
And he walked in all the sins of his father, which he had done before him. And his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father. Nevertheless, for David's sake did the Lord his God give him a lamp in Jerusalem.
You hear that? For David's sake, the Lord his God gave him a lamp in Jerusalem. Go ahead.
To set up his son after him, and to establish Jerusalem.
Read.
Because David did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord.
Did David do that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, brothers? Yes. He did, according to the scriptures. But watch the next part.
And turned not aside from anything that he commanded him all the days of his life.
So David was perfect all his life except what?
Save only in the matter of Uriah the Hittite.
That's the only mistake God counted against him. That's the only thing that God counted against David. But we know David did other things. He a kid. You know, kids lie. We know David made some mistakes in his life. But that mistake that he made, or when he did what he did with Uriah the Hittite, the Lord said, that's the only thing that I'm going to count on his record. Or I'm going to say that he had done. That's the only thing I'm acknowledging. So even with Job, Job's kids had done that. The Lord said, I'm only going to acknowledge that particular thing. Everything else, he perfect in my eyes. You don't know who God going to forgive. That's why the Bible says you may not have the same grace that I may have. Vice versa. God may give you more grace than me. I may mess up 2 times. And he said, look, I'm tired of this. Get rid of him. You may mess up 100 times and you still here. You still pushing. You still fighting. That means the Lord love you, man. Don't take it for granted. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, but with that being said, every one of us has to know ourselves. Like Cap mentioned earlier, prove your own. How's it go? Prove your own soul in thy life. Yes, sir. I look at myself and I say, I don't have much grace. I can't play around. Y'all got to know yourself, and we all got to think like that. Because meaning, if you think like that, you're not gonna play with sin. You understand what I'm saying? We got to know if I do this, like simple things may happen. I might be at work, bump my head. Oh shoot, what am I doing? You understand? We got to think like that. So don't play with the Lord.
Hey, read chapter 31, verse 3 real quick. Yes, sir. Job, excuse me. I'm going to show you that Job figured it out toward the end.
Yes, sir. The book of Job, chapter 31.
Well, I ain't going to say figured it out. He already knew it, but I want to show you what he said.
Job 31 and verse 3. Is not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity?
So a wind come and fall and on the house fall down and kill all his kids as they eating and drinking? That's a strange calamity. That's a strange punishment. You know what the white man call it? An act of God. Don't they got that on your insurance policy? Right. This was an act of God, man. You know what I'm saying? Tornado came through. That's an act of God. Earthquake. That's an act of God. So that what happened to his kids was an act of God. The Bible calls it a strange punishment. You understand? Go ahead.
Doeth not he see my ways and count all my steps?
You see that? He started to say, man, the Lord see everything. Go ahead.
If I have walked with vanity, or if my foot have hasted to deceit, let me be weighed in an even balance, that God may know mine integrity.
That God may know my integrity. So it's showing you that the Lord walking with us, paying attention to us. He see what our flaws are. But guess what? He not the only one that see it. Satan see it too. The Lord may just decide to be merciful for a time, and he may not allow Satan to touch you. He may say, no, Satan, you can't touch him. I got a hedge on him right now. But then there may come a day when the Lord say, you know what? I want to remove that hedge, and I want to let Satan try you to see if you really love me or not, to prove my vouching for you. Because he was vouching for Job. That's what that was. The Lord was vouching for him. You understand? Because the Lord seen good things in him. You understand? Go ahead, also, Nahum. You have something.
Yes, sir. Give me go to Second Chronicles 16 and 9. This to go with what Cap bringing out about the perfect, about you being perfect, and how the angels, how they will try you. The particular one, Satan. Go ahead.
The book of Second Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth.
So just like what we was reading, what we read here earlier in Job, but it said when he asked Satan, what was you doing? Where you coming from? He said, I'm walking to and fro throughout the whole earth. Read it from the top.
For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him.
Right, just that top part right there, though. So it's just showing you, remember, Job walked perfect, right? He kept the commandments, but he had a hedge around him. He had a hedge of protection. So the Lord had to remove that hedge of protection. So, hey, I'm going to try him. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what he's all about. Let me see if he's worthy of, you know what I'm saying, of me. That's what the Lord was doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, one more scripture for me. Job 22 and 23. Job 23 and verse 12 real quick.
The book of Job, chapter 23 and verse...
No, start at 10.
Job, chapter 23 and verse 10. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold. My foot hath held his steps. His way have I kept and not declined.
So this is the lesson for us. Even though Job went through what he went through, the scripture says, read again.
Yes, sir. Verse 10, But he knoweth the way that I take.
He know the way I take.
When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold.
The Lord trying to make us gold. That's why he allows us to get tried. During this trying time right here where we separated from each other, we not together every single Sabbath, congregating together like we're trying to do right now, it's a trial. It's a trying of our faith. But we have to stay in the spirit. That's why communication is of the utmost. You should be checking in daily on the Telegram. If you got offices in the body, get your offices done with precision. Do it to the best of your ability. And when you can't reach certain deadlines, just reach out. If a person called me, if I know something got to be due Friday, and they call me Tuesday saying it don't look like they're going to be able to get it done, I appreciate that. Now I got time to put some things in place to make sure it still get done. Okay, you can't do it, but I can put some things in place where others may be able to assist. But when you just don't say nothing and the deadline passed, you look real bad. You look like you don't care. And the first thing people going to start doing is going to start examining you. What's going on with you? How you forgetting deadlines? You usually ain't like this. What's happening in your spirit? What you watching? Who you talking to? All of that. Because when you done built up your name to be a certain way and then you fall away from that, people start to suspect things are going on with you. And as your brothers and sisters, we supposed to do that. We supposed to be like, hey, everything good? You ain't acting like you usually act. You're not yourself. That's what this is saying. So the Lord says, he have tried me, I shall come forth as gold. Watch this.
My foot hath held his steps. His way have I kept and not declined.
I still got to keep the commandments even if I'm separated. Go ahead.
Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips.
I ain't going to stop keeping the commandments because I'm not seen, because people are not around me. Go ahead.
I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food.
But we love to eat. One thing about black folk, we love to eat. Say we don't. Bro, you be riding down the neighborhood and can smell the barbecue. You're like, oh, they might be cooking over there. You ain't never seen Poetic Justice? Cousin. They wasn't even in the family. Said, man, that barbecue smell good. They pulled outside. Look at all them black people. They done fit right in. Cousin, where about you from? You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen Poetic Justice. We gotta stop doing this. Bruh. This has to stop. Sister Young, sit this brother down, popcorn, make him watch some Poetic Justice. Let me know. Hey, Cat watched 5 Heartbeats for the first time, y'all. Give it up for Cat. Yeah.
That's one.
All praises.
If there are heart in the house tonight, stand up. Hey, let me know. We put some handcuffs on him, strapped him down to the chair, and made his head tilt back. He was, No, you gonna watch this. You gonna watch black culture. You gonna learn. You want to keep your Judah card. You gonna watch this, damn it.
You gonna learn.
He had to keep his Judah card. When his Judah card was on the line, he said, "You know what?" I'll watch it. We was gonna suspend his card, but so Job said, he have not gone back from the commandment of the Lord's lips, and he has esteemed the words of the Lord more than his necessary food. And that's why fasting is important. So I know we like to fellowship on the Sabbath, and sometimes you racing against the clock trying to eat before sundown. Hey, if you know you're going to fast, go ahead and prepare 2 days before. Go on, start preparing your body and if you know you moving around, if you know your Friday going to be crazy busy, where you're going to be on the run the whole day and you may not properly be able to prepare for the fast, have your food with you, have your light food with you, your fruit with you, your water with you, to prepare your body. But even in that, a fast is an afflicting of the soul. So even if you can't properly prepare, what are you actually fasting for? So it can feel as good as it need to feel the next day? Or are you fasting because you really want the Lord to hear you on high? You want him to hear your prayers. So you try to prepare for your fast, we understand. But at the end of the day, there may be days when you can't do it. That's all right. I'm still fasting. I'm still going to fast. So you have to esteem God's words more than your necessary food. But why? Go ahead.
No, it's called afflicting your soul for a reason. Yeah, you don't always get to like, okay, before I fast, I'm going to drink a whole gallon of water to make sure I'm good to go. No, it ain't like that.
Nope. They don't do that to make you hurt worse. I'm telling you, it's like when you try to really prepare for the fast, that's when it really hurt. But when you just got a clear mind and you ain't really focused on it, you're not even thinking about food. But when you try to rush and eat before sundown, that means your mind's still thinking about food. You have not even prepared your mind for the fast. Now when the sun go down, then you prepare your mind for the fast. Now you fighting. Now your mind is fighting against your body. They at odds with one another when they supposed to be on one accord, right? Finish it out, verse 14. No, 13. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
But he is in one mind, and who can turn him?
Watch this.
And what his soul desireth, even that he doeth.
Watch this.
For he performeth the thing that is appointed for me.
What it say?
For he performeth the thing that is appointed for me.
Whatever correction you receive from leadership, even if you don't see it, assume God gave that through them to me. If you're going through a trial, whatever it may be, you're going through some type of trial, correction, whatever it may be, losing of your job, whatever. You always have to look at it and say, the Lord knows everything. He's all knowing. He declared the end from the beginning. If I'm going through this, it's something he appointed for me that I got to go through. Job started to realize that as the chapters went on, he started to realize like, yo, I got to accept that there were some things in me that I needed to fix. You understand what I'm saying? That's what this scripture is saying. Read again.
For he performeth the thing that is appointed for me.
Read.
And many such things are with him.
Right, because because the Lord know what you need. May not be what you want. He know what you need. Go ahead.
Therefore am I troubled at his presence.
See that? He said, when I learned that, that's when I became troubled at his presence, that God can move things in such a way that they can touch just me, just particularly dealing with me. Go ahead.
When I consider, I am afraid of him.
That's right. Fear of the Lord. Go ahead.
For God maketh my heart soft, and the Almighty troubleth me.
Read.
Because I was not cut off before the darkness, neither hath he covered the darkness from my face.
Right. That's when he was in his mother's womb. So I'm showing you that we all going to go through things. We all going to be afflicted. We all going to get chastised. We all going to be corrected. We all going to get counsel that we don't necessarily agree with in that moment. But a wise man takes a step back and considers, okay, why was that counsel given? What was it that leadership said they saw in me that I need to fix? When you start looking at your life like that, then you start being able to accept things for what it is. And you stop looking at men as evil. Because a lot of times when you get correction or counsel you don't want to hear, first thing you do is you start looking at that person as evil. You start staying away from that person. You understand? It's almost like when you hurt your leg and you limp. You know, you hurt your leg and you limp around for a while. You start learning how to depend on the other leg. But then when that leg is healed, you still walk with a limp. You're like, why are you walking with a limp, bro? That was years ago. Your body, your neural system, or your spinal cord sends messages to the brain to say, still act like that leg hurts so it never hurts again. That's called trauma. So when you get corrected, we done forgot about it. We laughing and joking. You sitting over there in the corner like, damn, they got on me, man. I don't agree with that, man. I know I ain't evil. Why they acting like I'm evil? I ain't evil. Why would leadership say that about me? Why I don't even think like that? I don't even have that problem. Satan got you. In that moment, he got you. Because you over there trying to figure out how to get out of the... I remember leadership gave a brother counsel. Backdoor marriage. 45 days, they ain't consummate their marriage. Still piss me off thinking about it to this day. 45 days, a month and a half. I done married this woman. She talking about she ain't gonna get it. So leadership said, that's not a marriage. It's not. Tobit chapter 7 and 8 gives you the steps, right? Marriage papers, ceremony, chamber. That's how it goes. They had the ceremony. Well, no, they didn't. They went to the courthouse because it was back door. So they went to they got the papers, went to the courthouse, which was not a ceremony, but never went in the chamber. Leadership said, kick her to the curb, bro. This woman said she ain't gonna consummate the marriage. That's not marriage. You finna go through a life through hell, brother. He said, I seen him. We was on our way back home, long drive from Atlanta. I'm looking at him. He was on that twitching. I said, it was like 2, 3 in the morning. You know how you hear that, somebody running off the road. So I'm sleeping on the passenger side. See, that's why I got trauma. I can't sleep no more. I try to sleep, it's hard. I gotta keep waking up every 15 minutes. You good? Cause of that night. So all I heard, like 10 times. I said, bro, you good? I said, do I need to take over driving? He said, yeah, I just got a lot on my mind. I said, you thinking about the counsel you got from leadership, ain't you? And he was like, yeah. And I said, you thinking about not doing what they said do, ain't you? I mean, he started giving me all these excuses. I said, look, you already got the example. You already got the counsel. Do your thing, bro. Do what you gonna do. It's what it is. You know, what I'm supposed to do? You know, I'm not finna tell you to go against what they said, if that's what you're looking for. But I definitely ain't finna let you drive no more. Let me get that wheel real quick. I had to get on the driver's side. Like, hey, look, you over there, I'm over here. You bugging. You understand what I'm saying? You over here. What the hell? But that's how sharp. But I'm just telling you, when you receive correction, it sit in your spirit, in your mind. You be like, God. You ponder upon the things that were said to you, and sometimes you allow Satan to creep in to get you to look for excuses to go against that. You looking for an excuse to go against that. A sinful man will not be reproved, but finding a what? An excuse according to his will. He trying to find a way to say what you saying is wrong. That's what he trying to do. So be mindful of that.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.